only on Uber. They're trying to make this sound like a James Bond intro. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, everyone. Hi, everyone. It is great to be in Los Angeles, and I'm Dara Khosrowshahi. I'm the CEO of Uber, and want to welcome you to our second annual Only on Uber event. So thank you for being here. So it's actually hard to believe, but 6.5 million drivers and couriers earn money on Uber
on my
every
platform
single month, creating incredible experiences for hundreds of millions of riders and eaters all over the world, from right here in LA all the way to Lagos. So it's actually pretty incredible to think about.
Lagos?
And we take our responsibility incredibly seriously in terms of making sure that your experience is the best experience possible. And after all, the only way that Uber works is if it's working.
Is to scam the driver and the rider.
We know that you got tons of options in terms of where to spend your time and what platforms you want to earn money on. And what we do is challenge ourselves every single day to be better.
This is David Risher.
Good at Uber is simply not good enough. In order to be the absolute best platform for flexible work,
best platform.
We have to keep innovating for you. We've got to keep working every single day. So that's why we're here. We're here not just to meet with you and chat with you and learn from you, but we also want to talk to you about all of the changes that we have made to our app and
lots of new changes
to provide.
Lots.
Sergio, it's always you, man.
Sergio.
all the changes that we made to provide a safer, more fair, and more seamless experience for you when you choose to drive or deliver on Uber as well. So before we dive into what we've been working on for the past year, I do want to talk a little bit about the bigger picture in terms of what's going on in the world. So the good news is that we are now seeing everybody out and about enjoying their lives after an unimaginably rough couple of years with COVID. I think we can truly say that the worst of it is now absolutely behind us, which is amazing. And if you look at the Uber platform today, we have more customers than ever, ordering more and ordering more rides and ordering more eats than ever before on our app on a global basis. I think you all know that Halloween happened a couple of weeks ago. It was a very, very big night for Uber, and I'm sure it was a pretty big night for many of you. Demand on Halloween was off the charts. It was by far the best Halloween that we have had yet. And what's amazing is that just during that one night and one day, in the US and Canada, drivers and couriers took 16 million trips and earned over $210 million on that one night, which is amazing. And 12 million of it right here in LA. And
LA, baby.
And based on the trends that we're seeing, I will tell you that I'm very, very confident that these records are going to continue. The demand that we see is incredibly robust. Holiday season is coming up. We've got New Year's Eve and Super Bowl right around the corner. So we expect this strength to continue in the end of the year and hopefully the rest of the year as well. And that's because we keep our heads down. We're investing, we're innovating to create demand, both for us, but also for you as well. So we're investing not only in innovating, but we're also investing millions of marketing dollars to make sure that people know about all of the new options that are available on Uber. You can see some of them here, whether it's business rides on Uber for Business or Uber Reserve. we want to create more opportunities for you
to screw over drivers.
And on the grocery side as well, we're building out the capability for you to earn not just delivering food, but also, for example, shopping for grocery or delivering alcohol for Uber Eats as well. We see tons of opportunities to keep innovating and then spending marketing money behind those innovations to create even more opportunities for you to engage with the platform the way that you want to and to earn more money on your platform. And ultimately, in this way, our interests are aligned, right? As we innovate as a company and as we build our top line, we also grow the number of earnings opportunities that are available for you. So as we grow, your earnings opportunities grow as well, which is what it's all about. So with that, I am pleased to introduce our Vice President of Product, Sachin Kansal. Let's tell you about everyone with that.
All right. Well, great to see everyone here. Thank you, Dara.
Thank you, Dara. Thank you.
And I'm Vice President of Product Management. I'm working on driver, courier, and safety products at Uber, which is just a fancy way of saying that my team is responsible to make your app better and safer. Now, I can't do that sitting in my office at my desk. I have to experience the app in the real world. So I'm out on the road as well. This is my driver profile. And for who does not believe that, I also have a proof of driving in this video. So wearing my Warriors hat, which was a great conversation starter, by the way. It was very positive last year. It was so-so this year. But I've been driving and delivering for the last 6 years. And it is one of my favorite things to do. And the real world experience allows me to step into your shoes for some time and see what can we improve in our app.
The last 6 years,
stop
talking bullshit.
I may have done a few hundred trips, but some of you have done more than 10,000 trips. You are the real experts, which is why we always want to ask you, hey, what can we do better? How can we improve the app? And you have told us, you've given us that feedback, and everything that we're going to talk about today started with your feedback. So let's start. Dara mentioned that we want to provide multiple opportunities to you on Uber. But you have told us, look, sometimes these opportunities can be hard to find. So we're going to solve that. We're going to introduce the new Work Hub, which is available from the account menu. It's a simple list. It shows you all the opportunities that are available in your city. So if you're already driving, you can sign up for delivery. If you're already delivering, then you can sign up to shop and deliver groceries. And let's see how it works. Let's say you're already driving on UberX and you want to add Uber Pet just so that you can get more trips. You can just hit
Uber Pet,
on the right-hand side. You can see what it is about, what does it take, what are the requirements, and so on. And if you like it, you can just say yes, and then you're approved, and it shows up in your preferences screen, and you can always turn it on and off. We want it to be very easy for you to access all the opportunities on Uber.
We want it to be very easy to fuck you over and take your money.
To turn it on.
Very easy.
On or off. Okay, so drivers and couriers on Uber, they have different profiles, both in terms of what kind of work you do, but also in terms of what kind of vehicle you drive. Some of you drive gas-operated vehicles, some of you drive hybrid, some of you drive electric vehicles. Now, in the last couple of years, the number of electric vehicles on Uber has grown a lot. And we have partnered with companies such as Hertz, so you can go and you can rent Tesla or other electric vehicles. So that's great. But that's not enough. More than 2/3 of the drivers that we talked to have told us that, hey, we are really worried about charging. So how do we solve that? What do we do? And rather than just show it to you on these slides, I thought I'll show it to you in the app itself. So I have my phone here.
Where is it?
And I have the Uber app open. It is connected using this wire into the monitor, so you'll be able to see as I use my app. So on the top right, you're very familiar with this app, obviously. On the top right, you can see the search button. I tap the search button, and I can find nearby places, one of which happens to be chargers on the extreme right. I tap on that, and now I can see all the chargers around me. It has this lightning bolt icon, and if it has a plus sign, it means it is a faster charger. I can also just scroll up and down, and I can look at the distance from me as well as the address, and I can tap on any one of these and
show
get
us the money,
information.
man.
Like
Stop
this one,
talk.
for
Show us the
instance.
cash.
And I can get information, not just the address and the opening hours, but what kind of chargers does it have? Does the connector actually work with my car or not? And in this particular case, I can also get a discount if I'm an Uber Pro driver. And then, of course, at the bottom, I can just...
Okay, so this is a long video, 50 minutes. We'll play a few more minutes. The entire link will be below, right? This is their video. I don't want to steal their entire video. But they walk through all of these features. Must have paid Harry Campbell a lot of money for Sergio to be in this session and actually make a video which already has 100,000 views, which is great. But here's the big one. But show me the money. Where's the money? Where's the pay? Where's the safety? Where's the pay? Where's the safety? This is, Christmas time. Santa every year brings the latest features. They love announcing all these little new gimmicks. What I never hear are all the new ways a driver is going to make money, and what all the new ways are that we are introducing to keep you safe. Those are unfortunately left out of the equation.
Go online and I can navigate to this charger. So it's a really handy EV charging map that is right inside the app. And if you're an EV driver, it's so important for you to find the right charging station, for you to be able to find the right connector, to get a fast connector so you don't waste a single minute when you're on the road and when you're online. So that's great. Where do you go to charge? But the other questions that we get is, hey, when should I charge? Let's say if I'm at a low battery level, let's say you're at about 20%. Now, if you get a longer trip, should you take it? Should you not take it? How many miles can you squeeze out of this? So we're trying to help with that as well. And we do that by asking your permission to be able to share your car battery level with us. If you were to give us that permission and we have access to your car battery level, let's see then what we can do with that. Let's say you are at about 22% or so, and you're about to get a trip that looks like that. It's about, you all know how long that is. It's about an hour and 15 minutes. What should happen in that case? Even on that good day, we probably don't want to send you that trip because you do not have enough battery life, right? But that doesn't mean we don't send you any trip. There is this other trip, which is about 6 miles, which you should be able to complete with the battery level you have and still make it to the charger. We call this battery aware matching. So we should only be sending you trips that you can actually complete. We want going green to be very seamless and effortless for everyone, which is why we are making all these improvements in the app. But we know not everyone has electric cars. We want to make it effortless for all of you to be able to get around as easily as possible when you're driving and delivering, which is why we need to improve our maps and navigation.
Need to improve pay, baby.
So let's say you are on the road, you
safety.
hit the freeway, and it looks like this, there's been an accident. It's so frustrating. And you wish, I wish I knew earlier and I could have taken a different route.
For a fish.
Now we do provide information about accidents and road closures on the map. You can see that little icon on the route line. But now in addition to that, what we're going to add is to give you alternate routes. So you'll be able to find a way around the incident so you can still be able to complete your trips on time. In this case, it tells you that if you take the alternate route, you can save about 7 minutes as compared to going through it. But we may not have all the data. We may not have all the incidents. And in those cases, the collective driver community can really make the platform experience better for everyone. So let's say you get into a road closure, which is not in the app. What you can do is you can tap that button at the bottom right.
Tap that button,
And then it will give you an option. Hey, is it a closure or is it a turn not allowed? You hit that, it's a closure. You pick which street is closed. And then you provide that information to us. And if we get the same information from other drivers in the area, then it's validated. Then we share it with everyone, every driver and every courier. And we don't route you through that closure so we can save you time. Now, when it comes to saving time, a lot of you who do deliveries know that sometimes it can be really hard to find your customers, especially if you're in a messy location, buildings are hard to find, maybe there is no parking. We need to make that easy for you to be able to find your customer. Today, the way it works, you're able to see the pin, which is your delivery point. You're even able to see the building numbers on the map, which is nice. But here are some of the things we can do to make it better. Number one, in addition to the pin, you'll now be able to see the real-time location of your customer, as long as they're provided us permission, which a lot of them do, especially true if they have moved a little bit further away from the original delivery location. So you can easily get in touch with them, you can locate them. Also, the pin doesn't just have to be a dot. It can provide more information such as, where are you meeting the customer? Are you meeting them at the curb, in the lobby? You're dropping it off at the door, so you know what to expect. And then when you get closer, you have to find parking, and that can be really hard. So we are working with a company called Inrix to be able to provide parking information near pickups and drop-offs, and we show it on the map with those blue lines. And as we get more information over time, we'll keep adding it to the map. And last but not the least, the buildings. Once you get down and you're trying to find the building, can be hard to tell. And we're going to show you street-level images of buildings, especially if it has been uploaded by the customer, so this visual reference can help you find the delivery location. Look, each of these things individually may be small, but when you run into these situations over and over again every day, it can become a big pain point, which is why we need to improve our maps and navigation. Okay, so pickups and drop-offs have to get easier, but we also need to make many other things better, including how you get trip requests.
How you get
and
paid,
for that,
baby.
I'm going to invite Neeti, who manages the driver app.
Safety and pay, baby. Same old Kool-Aid, baby.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
It's so nice to be here. I'm Neeti Bashambu, and I'm responsible for the driver and courier app.
Oh, Lord. She's in charge of the driver and courier app. Hey, can I have your attention for 10 seconds, lady? Right, this is all beautiful. This is wonderful, what you're doing here. With your little posse here. David Rish is even in the house. But next video, try and set some time aside to talk about the ways the drivers can earn more money and about safety. Without further ado, continue.
Happy to share with you some exciting updates that we are going to be announcing today and will be launching soon. So let's get into it. As you know, in the last year, we introduced some changes to the app. One was showing upfront information.
Thousands of changes.
This was well received by you all. We also introduced Trip Radar, which lets you see multiple requests at the same time. As these changes are new, we know we can do a lot to improve them. And I'm excited to share with you these improvements that we're working hard to bring to life. First, let's get into tip requests. So as you know, it's very important to see the details on the map when you get a trip request. We are making improvements here. So now when you get a trip request, the map details are much more colorful. They're animated to show you the route line. As well, you see very clear map markers to see the pickup and drop-off location much easier than before. The other thing we hear a lot from you all as drivers and couriers is it's really easy to accidentally accept an offer because the entire tap target is clickable. And then you end up having to cancel, and that affects your cancellation rate, which we all know is not ideal. So we're making some changes. There's that sound. We all know that well. Don't worry. It's just a slide.
It's just a slide.
As you can see, I'm glad I got a joke out of that. Yeah, it's only on the slide. But as you can see, one of the big changes that I'm very excited about is adding an accept button on the card itself. This will avoid making those accidental accepts that I know some of you have told us. Thank you, Sergio.
Sergio, pay your money, dude. They better pay you.
You know, that just makes my day because we work so hard to bring these things and listen to your feedback. So I have the designer here who's very happy to hear your clapping. Thank you. And the other thing I want to point out on this card is the X button that is now on the card itself. So you can easily decline the offer that you don't want and let us know you're not interested in it. Thank you. All right.
Hey.
So now, what about trip radar?
Pay him.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you. This is making my day. Thank you. So trip radar. A lot of drivers tell us, you know, when you're driving, it's distracting to get multiple requests at the same time. And the fact that there's no map isn't ideal either. So we're making some...
Look, a lot of drivers tell us, I'll tell you what they tell you, that trip radar is a pile of shit. Why are you trying to rehash and pay this dude a ton of money to make it look a little bit prettier and function better when drivers hate it, man? It's the auction house for the trash of the trash, right? Only the desperado of the desperados go and engage on trip radar. And here they making it a whole, 5 of 60 minutes. Let's talk about trip radar. It's trash. It's trash. And I hear Sergio's in the audience because they call him out once in a while, right? Hire him, pay him $500,000 to lead a team, right? One of my predictions I made in my wild predictions video. They will hire him, but they need to pay him. Sergio, know your worth. Tell them when you sit down, show me the money. Pay me if I'm going to make your app better. But again, all of this is great. All of this functionality, these new features, yes, it adds some quality to the app, but you're not addressing pay and you're not addressing safety. These are the things we need to keep on pushing in the social media. We need to share these stories, these carjackings, these murders and that, so that it finally sinks in, because they're excellent at ignoring that noise, that outside noise. We have to keep the bullhorn. We have to keep on shouting from the mountaintops. Hey, what about pay? Hey, what about safety? Don't forget that, drivers. So circulate the stories.
Changes here.
I'm giving this lady
now,
1.5 more minutes.
There's that sound.
Uh-oh.
Now when you're moving, you are only
I
going
like
to
to
get
move
one
it,
trip
move it.
radar request at a time. And best of all, it comes with a map. So, thank you. I almost pause for applause now. I'm like, okay, come on, guys.
Applause.
Pick up, on the before, you mean? Yeah, you have to pick the one you want, and then you may get matched to it. Then you can and then you will get matched to one of the other.
All right, ladies, you're going to watch the whole thing. I mean, I can't listen to this chick anymore, right? Sergio, I'm questioning why you're sitting in this audience. Are they fucking paying you, dude? They better pay you a shitload of money, right? They better be paying you a shitload of money. Otherwise, you're making a freebie video for them with 100,000 views, and you're highlighting all the app features, right? Drivers need to get paid. Drivers need to get paid. Safety and pay, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care how many fucking people sit in this audience and all the little Christmas decorations they're talking about, right? They keep on ignoring the two biggest ones, payment and safety. God bless you all. Watch the whole video. I got the link below. Thank you.